Sister wives scandal. Janelle and Meri take Kody to court over property, but he refuses to give it up. Hello, friends. Welcome to the Daily Gossip News Update. I'm Olivia, and I hope you're well by God's grace. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for more updates. In a stunning turn of events that fans of Sister Wives could scarcely believe, two of Kody Brown's ex-wives, Janelle and Meri, have joined forces and taken Kody to court. Their demand? For Kody to return the property they believe is rightfully theirs, a part of the infamous Coyote Pass land and additional family assets he's been allegedly withholding. But despite the emotional testimony and mounting pressure in court, Kody, as stubborn and unyielding as ever, has flatly refused to relinquish the property. What follows is the full, dramatic story of how the courtroom battle unfolded, with all its betrayal, tears, and tense moments, and what it means for the fractured Brown family going forward. The calm before the storm. For months leading up to the legal showdown, tension had been simmering under the surface. Ever since Christine left Kody and moved on with her life, eventually marrying David Woolley, Janelle and Meri had begun to look more critically at their own situations with Kody. Kody's favoritism toward Robyn had become painfully obvious. Janelle, who always prided herself on being independent, had been living in a small rental, while Kody and Robyn enjoyed a spacious home built with family funds. Meri, meanwhile, had been relegated to the shadows, her relationship with Kody nothing more than a polite arrangement at best. According to insiders, it was Janelle who first began asking pointed questions about the property. "She's always been the numbers person," said one source close to the family. She realized that on paper, she and Meri had poured thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands, into the family assets. But Kody was holding the titles, and she didn't have anything to show for it. The legal filing. In May, court documents were filed in Flagstaff, Arizona. The plaintiffs listed were Janelle Brown and Meri Brown, represented jointly by an attorney specializing in family property disputes. The defendant was Kody Brown, the patriarch of the polygamist family who, as of that filing, was living exclusively with Robyn. The filing claimed that Kody had misrepresented the ownership of parcels on Coyote Pass, used family funds to purchase a home with Robyn that was supposed to have been shared equally, refused to fairly divide assets after the dissolution of their spiritual marriages. According to the documents, Janelle and Meri demanded the court compel Kody to return or compensate them for their share of the land and property. The courtroom showdown. On a sweltering summer morning, the Browns, or what remained of them, assembled at the courthouse. Reporters and fans had gathered outside, hoping to catch a glimpse of the family that once epitomized the modern plural marriage dream, but had since become a cautionary tale of favoritism and fractured trust. Janelle arrived first, clad in a modest navy dress, her face calm but determined. Meri followed, her expression more guarded, but no less resolute. Both women declined to comment to waiting reporters, but the determined glint in Janelle's eyes spoke volumes. Kody arrived last, flanked by Robyn and her eldest daughter, Aurora. He wore a dark suit and a scowl, refusing to meet the eyes of his ex-wives as he strode into the courtroom. Robyn clutched his arm tightly, her expression a mixture of worry and defiance. Opening statements. The plaintiff's attorney stood and began with a strong statement. This case is about fairness. It's about two women who spent decades of their lives investing their love, labor, and finances into a family system, only to have it turned against them. We ask the court to recognize their rightful share of the property and ensure that Mr. Brown cannot continue to hoard what does not belong solely to him. Kody's lawyer, in contrast, painted a different picture. This family operated on mutual trust and religious principles. My client has been the steward of these properties and has made decisions in the best interest of everyone involved. These claims are an attempt to punish Mr. Brown for emotional grievances rather than legitimate legal concerns. Janelle's testimony. When called to the stand, Janelle's voice was steady but emotional. "I believed in our family. For years I contributed financially. I even cashed out my retirement to help purchase land. I trusted Kody when he said we were building something for all of us. But when it became clear that he only cared about Robyn's future and the rest of us were left with nothing, I couldn't stay silent. She detailed how she had paid for a large portion of the down payment on the Coyote Pass property and even contributed to Robyn's house at a time when she herself had no permanent residence. When asked why she hadn't demanded her share sooner, Janelle's answer was simple: because I loved him. I thought he loved me, too. I thought he would do the right thing. Meri's testimony. Meri's testimony was more subdued, but no less powerful. I stayed longer than I should have, she admitted. I kept thinking, maybe tomorrow he'll look at me the way he used to. Maybe tomorrow he'll see me again. But that never happened. And when Christine left, I saw how quickly he wrote her off. I realized then that he'd already written me off years ago, and now he was trying to erase me from everything we'd built. Meri claimed she had invested over $40,000 in the Coyote Pass project alone and also contributed to the family business ventures over the years. Kody's defense. When it was Kody's turn to testify, his demeanor was defensive, even combative. "This whole thing is ridiculous," he began. "We made agreements based on faith, not contracts. They knew the deal. I was always upfront that I was managing the property, and I made the decisions. They trusted me when it suited them. But now that they're bitter, they're coming after me." He denied that the property was solely his, insisting it was for the family, but when pressed as to why only he and Robyn currently lived on family land, his answers grew vague and evasive. Robyn takes the stand. Surprisingly, Robyn herself was called as a witness. Her testimony was fraught with tears. "I never wanted to take anything from anyone," she sobbed. "I just wanted to be part of the family. I didn't ask Kody to favor me. He made his choices. But I can't help what he decided to do." But under cross-examination, the plaintiff's attorney presented texts and emails suggesting Robyn had encouraged Kody to keep the property under his name, to protect it. Robyn broke down, saying, "I was just scared of losing everything. I didn't mean to hurt anyone." The judge's response. After hours of testimony and closing arguments, the judge took a brief recess before delivering a preliminary opinion. While he did not make an immediate ruling, he admonished Kody for the lack of transparency in handling the family's finances and property. "This court is deeply concerned by Mr. Brown's unilateral control of assets that were accumulated as part of a communal effort. It appears there may have been a breach of trust and possibly fiduciary duty." He ordered an independent audit of all family assets and suggested the parties attempt mediation before returning for a final judgment. The aftermath. Outside the courthouse, Janelle and Meri appeared cautiously optimistic. "I feel heard," Janelle told reporters. "That's all I wanted, for someone to see that we weren't just bystanders in our own lives." Meri simply said, "This isn't about revenge. It's about respect." Kody, on the other hand, was visibly angry as he left the courthouse. "This is a witch hunt," he barked at reporters. "I gave them everything, and now they want more? It's disgusting." Robyn clung to him, looking overwhelmed and tearful. What's next for the Browns? The judge's decision to order an audit means the full extent of the Browns' financial situation may soon come to light. Fans are already speculating what hidden truths might emerge, from secret accounts to the real value of the Coyote Pass property. Some family insiders claim Kody is terrified that the audit will reveal just how much of the family's money he's funneled into his life with Robyn at the expense of everyone else. Meanwhile, Janelle and Meri seem more united than ever. Sources close to them say they've even discussed starting a joint business venture together, proof that even as their marriages to Kody crumble, their own bond is strengthening. Fan reactions. Fans of Sister Wives have been following the courtroom drama with rapt attention. One fan tweeted, "Good for Janelle and Meri. Kody always thought he could manipulate them forever. Not anymore." Another wrote, "Robyn's crocodile tears aren't fooling anyone. She helped orchestrate this mess." Some, however, expressed sadness over how far the family has fallen. "It's heartbreaking to see what started as a loving family end like this. What happens next could define the rest of Kody's life." If the audit and mediation confirm Janelle and Meri's claims, he could be forced to pay them hundreds of thousands of dollars or relinquish property he has clung to. Friends say he feels betrayed and is blaming Christine for setting a bad example when she left. But others believe Kody has only himself to blame, having alienated everyone but Robyn with his arrogance and favoritism. Whatever the legal outcome, the emotional damage seems permanent. The dream of one big, happy plural family is long gone. What remains now are the embers of old love, the bitterness of broken promises, and the faint hope that justice, however imperfect, can restore some measure of dignity to those who gave so much. For Janelle and Meri, this battle is about more than money or property. It's about reclaiming their voices after years of being silenced, about showing their children and themselves that they deserve respect, even when love has faded. For Kody, the case threatens to strip away not just property, but the myth he's built around himself, the myth of the beloved patriarch, the wise leader, the man who could hold it all together. And for Robyn, the woman at the center of it all, the courtroom battle may be the moment she fully realizes that being the favorite has its costs and that sometimes love built on someone else's pain cannot stand. The courtroom lights have dimmed for now, but the battle over Coyote Pass and the Brown family's fractured legacy is far from over. As the audit proceeds and mediation looms, fans and critics alike are watching closely. Will Kody finally do the right thing and give Janelle and Meri what they deserve? Or will he dig in deeper, risking everything in his desperate attempt to hold onto control? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. The era of Kody Brown calling all the shots is over. And whether he likes it or not, Janelle and Meri have found their voices, and they won't be silenced again. Sister Wives Scandal. Robyn Brown's control over Kody leads to bankruptcy, the shocking downfall of the Brown family. What began as a dream of unity and love has now spiraled into financial ruin and emotional chaos. In a stunning revelation that has left fans of Sister Wives reeling, it appears that Robyn Brown's control over Kody has driven the once proud patriarch and the family into bankruptcy. After years of allegations that Robyn manipulated Kody into favoring her and her children over his other wives, it seems the consequences have finally caught up with them. As financial records emerge and court documents surface, the shocking truth becomes clear. Kody and Robyn are broke, drowning in debt, and left with little more than their fractured relationships and shattered reputation. Here is the full story of how Robyn allegedly controlled Kody, how his blind devotion to her decimated his finances, and what's next for the embattled couple. A love that changed everything. When Robyn joined the Brown family more than a decade ago, she was hailed by Kody as a blessing. Young, pretty, and charismatic, she seemed to bring a spark back into his life. But while some of the wives, particularly Christine and Janelle, tried to welcome her, others soon noticed how quickly Kody became obsessed with her. Christine later admitted in interviews that she felt like an outsider almost immediately after Robyn came into the picture. "He just stopped seeing me," Christine confessed in a heartbreaking tell-all. Once Robyn was there, the rest of us didn't matter anymore. Fans of the show noticed too. Robyn's tears and soft-spoken demeanor often swayed Kody during family arguments, and she always seemed to get what she wanted, whether it was more time with Kody, a bigger house, or the lion's share of his attention. The spending begins. Robyn's arrival also marked the beginning of extravagant spending. According to family insiders, Robyn convinced Kody that she deserved a home that reflected her status as his favorite wife. So while the other wives lived in modest homes or rentals, Kody and Robyn purchased a sprawling $900,000 house in Flagstaff, Arizona, funded largely by family resources. Janelle reportedly warned him at the time, "We can't afford this. We're spreading ourselves too thin." But Kody dismissed her concerns, claiming that Robyn needed the house to feel secure. Business failures and bad investments. Robyn's control extended beyond personal matters. Together, she and Kody launched several business ventures, most notably My Sister Wife's Closet, an online jewelry and clothing boutique. While Robyn pitched it as a family project, Sources say she insisted on making most of the decisions and rejected advice from the other wives. The business never took off. The website languished, inventory piled up, and customers complained about shipping delays and poor service. By 2019, My Sister Wife's Closet was effectively defunct, but not before draining tens of thousands of dollars from the family's accounts. According to an accountant who reviewed their financial records during the bankruptcy proceedings, the boutique alone lost more than $150,000 over 3 years. Mounting debt and mortgage defaults. As Kody funneled more money toward Robyn and her children, the family fell behind on other obligations. The Coyote Pass property, purchased as the site of their planned family compound, remained undeveloped because they couldn't afford to build. Janelle, forced to live in a cramped rental and later an RV on the land, repeatedly clashed with Kody about the stalled plans. Meanwhile, Christine, exhausted by the favoritism and financial neglect, left the family entirely and moved to Utah, taking her children with her. At the same time, the family defaulted on at least one mortgage payment, and liens were placed on several of their properties due to unpaid taxes. Public records revealed that by 2024, Kody and Robyn owed over $200,000 in back taxes and penalties. The breaking point. The breaking point came when Janelle and Meri discovered just how dire the situation was. They learned that Kody and Robyn had taken out loans against the family property without informing them, loans they could not repay. According to one insider, Robyn told Kody not to worry about what the other wives thought. She said it was their family now, and the others would just have to deal with it. But as the debts mounted, even Kody began to crack under the pressure. He reportedly lashed out at Robyn during a heated argument, shouting, "You told me this was all for us. You told me you had a plan. Now look where we are." Bankruptcy filing. In early 2025, the hammer finally came down. Court records show that Kody and Robyn jointly filed for Chapter 13 bankruptcy, listing liabilities of over $750,000 and assets of less than $200,000. The filing detailed $250,000 in unpaid taxes, $180,000 in credit card debt, $300,000 in unpaid loans, $40,000 in legal fees, multiple pending lawsuits from contractors and vendors. Robyn and Kody cited reduced income and unforeseen business losses as the cause of their financial collapse. In a tearful statement outside the courthouse, Robyn told reporters, "We've been through a lot as a family. This is just another challenge. We'll get through it." Fan backlash. The news of the bankruptcy spread quickly, sparking outrage among fans and sympathy for the other wives. On social media, the hashtag Robyn ruined everything began trending, with thousands of viewers venting their frustration over how she allegedly manipulated Kody and left the family in ruins. One tweet read, "Janelle lived in an RV while Robyn got a mansion. Now they're bankrupt? Justice." Another fan wrote, "Robyn's tears have been costing everyone else their happiness and money for years." Even longtime supporters of Kody struggled to defend him, with one saying, "Kody let this happen. He gave Robyn the keys to the kingdom and now he's shocked it all fell apart? Please." The other wives respond. Christine, now happily remarried and thriving in Utah, posted a cryptic message on Instagram shortly after the news broke. "Sometimes letting go is the only way to save yourself." Janelle, who reportedly refused to help Kody cover any of his debts, told a friend, "He made his choices. He picked his favorite. Now he has to live with the consequences." Meri, who had recently stepped back from the family entirely, declined to comment publicly but was seen smiling at a book signing event shortly afterward, suggesting she feels no obligation to rescue Kody this time. Robyn's tears, real or manipulative? Robyn's emotional outbursts have long been a focal point of the show. In court and on camera, she has cried over family disputes, Kody's other wives, her children, and even her own decisions. Critics accuse her of using tears as a weapon to control Kody. Every time she cried, he folded, one observer noted. He'd give her anything she wanted just to stop her from crying. But some close to Robyn insist that she truly did not expect things to go this far. A friend of hers told the press, Robyn believed Kody could handle it. She thought he had it all under control. She's devastated it turned out this way. Kody's pride shattered. For years, Kody portrayed himself as a capable leader, juggling 4 wives and numerous children while building a prosperous future. But the bankruptcy has demolished that image. Witnesses say he's been despondent and angry, blaming everyone but himself. During a recent conversation with a reporter, Kody reportedly muttered, "I just wanted to make her happy. I thought if I gave her everything, she'd fix the family. Instead, she broke it." Children caught in the middle. Perhaps the most tragic aspect of the Browns' downfall is how it has affected the children. Several of Kody's older kids have publicly distanced themselves from him in recent years, frustrated by his neglect and favoritism toward Robyn's kids. One daughter reportedly told a friend, "We all saw it happening. We begged him to stop, to see what he was doing. But he only listened to her." Some of the children have even spoken out online, expressing relief that their mothers left when they did, and gratitude that they were spared further pain. Robyn and Kody remain legally responsible for their debts. The bankruptcy court will oversee the liquidation of certain assets and restructure their remaining obligations. They may lose their home, vehicles, and any remaining claims to Coyote Pass. Meanwhile, Janelle, Meri, and Christine continue to build independent lives away from Kody. Christine seems happiest of all, while Janelle focuses on her health and business ventures. Even Meri has hinted at a fresh start, teasing a new chapter on social media. For Kody and Robyn, however, the road ahead looks bleak. Sources say they've begun fighting more frequently, with Kody finally admitting that his devotion to Robyn may have been his biggest mistake. The Brown story, once an inspiring tale of love and family, has become a cautionary example of how favoritism, poor financial planning, and control can destroy even the strongest bonds. Many fans hope that Janelle, Meri, and Christine's resilience will inspire others in similar situations to stand up for themselves. As one viewer posted, "This isn't just a story about money. It's about self-respect, about not letting someone else control your future." Robyn's alleged control over Kody may have bought her years of preferential treatment, but it has also left her and Kody isolated, bankrupt, and vilified. Kody's willingness to sacrifice everything for her approval cost him his family, his finances, and his dignity. As they face the consequences of their choices, fans wonder whether Robyn and Kody can rebuild from the ashes, or whether this marks the end of their story. One thing is certain, the dream of the Brown family has been shattered, perhaps beyond repair. Summary table: How Robyn's control led to bankruptcy. Event description: Consequence. Robyn joins family. Kody becomes infatuated. Other wives feel neglected. Lavish spending. Robyn demands big house. Luxuries. Family resources drained. Failed business. My sister wife's closet collapses. Tens of thousands lost. Mounting debts. Loans, taxes, unpaid defaults, and liens pile up. Bankruptcy filing. Kody and Robyn filed Chapter 13. Assets liquidated. Reputation damaged.